August 11th, 2025. So today is Sunday to Monday night, and it was weekend, and not many political events happen. And we're talking about political events, the main political events which influence life on our country. And what we're gonna talk about? It's a few things happening. Um, the main event. It's Trump-Putin summit in Alaska next Friday, and now a lot of people, politicians from Europe and from Ukraine, doing everything to sabotage this event. And this is what we're gonna talk about. Hi Nolan. Hi. How are you doing? So guys, watch me, subscribe, like my video, and ask your question in comments. I gonna answer, and let's talk. It's late night talk, so we have to talk about everything. So let's talk about this Trump-Putin summit. Nobody knows what we have deal with, because all negotiations what took place before with negotiation was absolutely secretive, and there are no leaks. Nobody said nothing about, and that's why people guessing. And the media, American media, CNN, NBC, Axios, Washington Post, they all oppose Trump policy, and they all are trying to show Trump in the bad lights, like he can't look good, he can't do nothing like positive. We believe, but it's not always like this. Sometimes he is really extravagant, but he is doing his business. And now we found allies in European governments, different countries. We don't really want to stop the war in Ukraine, because this war is only guarantee of European countries' security, because they don't want to fight themselves. This is why. Guys, are you here? Are you connecting to my life? So, and we see a big interview of Mark Rutte. He is Secretary General of NATO, and he is talking about this negotiation with Trump-Putin summit. And he told few things, but it's mostly empty. He says what Trump is gonna testing Putin. I don't know why he says something like this. It's not like this. ProGamer3, hi, how are you doing? Give me your like and subscription. And ask your question, guys, ask your questions. We're talking about Trump-Putin summit in Alaska next Friday, and how parties getting prepared. Hi, Julia. Hi. I don't look 21, thank you. I know. So, and what's happening? These countries, European countries, Germany, France, and Great Britain, they don't want to stop the war. They want Ukraine fight against Russia, and this way we're gonna feel comfortable and safe. Now it's can be friend with you with pizza roll. Can you give me a shout out? My birthday is on 11. Yeah, happy birthday. Your birthday was already here in 11 days. Oh, I see. So, this is what we're talking about. European countries doesn't want to stop the war, and it's only Trump who wants to stop the war. And what Putin wants, we don't know what Putin wants. He doesn't say anything. He always stay quiet. But as we know, he will never go and do anything before all decisions are made and we have resolution. So I guess he is coming because everything already approved by parties, and it's only two parties. It's United States and Russia, and they too deciding the fate of Ukraine and Europe. Ненавидят ли российские граждане эту войну так же сильно, как и все остальные? If Penguin asked me if Russian citizens hate the war the same like rest people. I guess so. It's we can't talk about all citizens in all countries. Some people like war in Russia and Ukraine, anywhere in the world. We have a lot of wars. Some people hate the war. Some people died. Some people killed. It's impossible to say. It's a lot of Russian citizens fighting against Putin and fighting brave, and it's a lot of Russian citizens who fight on front and everywhere else. We do a lot. We donating money for this war to support Ukraine, and it's huge population. Russia is 142 million people, and it's around 150 million people in the world who speak Russian. It's two big parts of Russian speaking in whole world, and people who live not in Russia but speak Russian, they all hate Putin. That's why we live outside. Russia could be a big and great country if all these people come back home, but they can't because they're gonna be persecuted, they're gonna be in the jail. We have a huge experience. All Russian history, it's a history of how power fight with opposition, political murders, jails, and stuff like this. So with Russians, we can't do nothing. Hi, Maria. Yeah, Putin's time is coming. This is his main fight. Putin is fighting for his life. He wants to live forever. He has two daughters, and they working in medicine and medical researches, how to enlarge life. So we don't know what we do, but this is the most important Russian national project, how to live forever for Putin, for only one person. I don't know we have success on this. It doesn't look like we're smart enough. It doesn't look like we have real science, but it's illusion. I am from Miami. I have Russian origin, but I'm Miamian. Apologies if translation was bad. I don't speak Russian, but figured it would be nice to see a native language. It's my native language is here. I live here all my life. I'm from Miami, but now I live in Los Angeles because my wife is working here. Yeah, I can say I like here, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Hi, Emperor. Say hi. Guys, I see a lot of people here, so guys, subscribe my channel and give me your like. And I'm very glad I have a lot of questions here, and it's really good conversation. So we're talking about how the war between Russia and Ukraine may end. Of course, now we're talking about ceasefire. Ceasefire is possible, but Putin will not stop this situation. I think he agreed with Trump on this ceasefire, but he hopes to continue the war after Trump go, after Democrats gonna come here again, and it's gonna be a Democratic president here in the United States. When he can start, because American president has only 4 years or maybe 8, but Putin believes he has whole eternity. He is not gonna go nowhere. He gonna stay in power until his death. So, and he thinks he gonna live like more, maybe 20 years. So he is planning to stay in power for next 20 years at least. Known whole is Ukraine is poetry. Can you be my teacher? I don't know. I'm not a teacher. Yes, Ukraine in big trouble. And if the war ends, I don't think the situation gonna be better fast. It can't be fast. The economy is completely destroyed. Now we live because we have a huge support from European countries and from us here, from Americans. We're spending, financial aid to Ukraine twice more than military aid. So we spend more money to support their seniors, to support their children more when we spend on weapons for Ukraine. You will be a good teacher. I hope so. I should try. So yes, and if the war ends and it's going to be ceasefire, of course, European countries and United States will not pay so much money anymore. And of course, Ukraine going to be a really poor country. I don't know who can invest in Ukraine because it's going to be always under threat of Putin invasion. And smart people will understand what the situation is unstable and unpredictable, and next invasion can happen any moment. So to invest big money to build economy, to build factories, I don't think. There are a lot of people who can do it. I hope your life is better than mine. What mean bear? I think it's typo here. Yeah. So and with European countries, where governments and prime minister, presidents, and President Zelensky of Ukraine, they do a lot of intrigues around this situation, around this summit. They don't want it happen, and they trying to do everything to sabotage it, because and we have a lie, our media, our how you say, mainstream media, legacy media, we all support the war. We don't support peace. Is type of story. I hope your life is better than mine. I don't know. We don't talk about whose life is better. I really don't know. Hi, Saya. Hi, Saya. Is Israel and Iran still Israel in war with everyone of their neighbors from they just born, for from 1948 till now. It's almost 80 years Israel in war, and this war is not gonna stop, because all these countries around Israel, they want to eliminate Israel. They don't want Israel exist. I'm sorry. Something interrupting on my internet. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you. So let's continue what we think. Another thing. So, but I'm sure what Trump and Putin, they already agreed. They have agreement, and Putin is coming to Alaska only for one reason: to sign paper, which already approved and prepared, and everything is ready. That's why I think these intrigues around the situation, which European countries and the mainstream media do, it's not going to be successful, and this meeting gonna take place, and we may see really big changes. People say, and Trump say, he wants to get Nobel Prize, Peace Nobel Prize, and if he will make this ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, of course he deserved the Nobel Prize for Peace, because who got Nobel Prize for Peace, like Obama, like Yasser Arafat, like people from South Africa. It's thank you, Joseph. Thank you. And What else? Actually, Europe is not ready to stop the war, and this is completely, completely different from us here, because we want to stop the war, we want everything be okay, and it's also, why? Because we have a huge enemy on the other part of Pacific Ocean. It's China, and China getting bad, and the war between United States and China is very possible next couple years. So that's why Donald Trump, being a president, he's trying um, to deal with Putin, because he needs somebody in this part of the world against China, because United States doesn't have any ally. It's only people in Europe, they unable to fight. They don't have money. They used to live on our account. So we used to live when America protect them, defend them, and feeding them. They can't fight against China. And if it's happened, with Taiwan Island, which China want to occupy, and we're talking about, they don't hide it, they uh, having military games around with Taiwan every year, and it's huge. And that's why Donald Trump is trying to deal with Putin, because Donald Trump hopes to have Putin like allied with war. It may be sound weird, but it is what it is. There is only very few countries in the world, the strong countries, superpower, and it's United States, of course, it's Israel, it's Russia, China, and maybe North Korea, and this is it. The rest, there is also powerful, strong countries like South Korea and maybe partly Japan, Turkey, but way smaller, way smaller, and they don't have nuclear weapon. They only maybe used for logistics or stuff like this. We're not gonna fight for us. I'm sure we're not gonna fight for us. When it was World War II, soldiers from Australia, soldiers from Canada, soldiers from New Zealand were fighting on European front against Hitler. Can you imagine something like this happen now? What people from Australia gonna fight for us anywhere in the world? I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. So, Joseph Johnson, I grew up not knowing my dad, and I don't see my mom. I know my brother and sister, and we're twins. I don't really see them. I'm the oldest. Where you live, Joseph? Where are you from? Nolan asked me, isn't Nigeria funding Iran? No, Nigeria funding United States, because all government and all business from Nigeria, they keep their money here in the United States. That's why they sit quiet. Uh, Nigeria is almost the same like Russia. It's a huge population. It's a relatively big economy, and they have the same oil like in Russia, but they don't have nuclear weapon. This is the difference. So everyone knows about Russia only for one reason, because of nuclear weapon. People don't talk about Nigeria a lot, because it's quiet country, and they prefer to stay quiet, because they want to keep their money safe, and it's here in the United States. So I don't think we want to finance Iran. We don't have this interest. It's corrupted country, but it's not aggressive. It doesn't have ideology, something like this. No, it's like regular African country. We live better than the most African countries, because we're really rich. No, I can see, true God, hi. Oh, okay, I heard something about that. Thank you for your info. I love that hat. You know, people like my hat. Thank you, guys. You can give me more likes and subscribe my channel and ask your question. It's really pleasant to talk to you. I like it. So, I think you understand everything about. I explained everything about situation with Ukraine and Russia. And yeah, one more thing about President Zelensky of Ukraine. I think he doesn't have a pathway out of situation because I think he also corrupted and he also interested to continue the war because with only guarantee he stays in power because just the war stop ceasefire he's gonna lose his power and it's gonna be a lot of investigations against him, a lot of corruption cases here in United States because a lot of money was sent to Ukraine and we don't know what's happened with them. And people gonna ask this question. American government will ask this question. So President Zelensky is not in good position. He needs to find a pathway how to skip out the situation. And but he is hero. He is real hero. He saved Ukraine because Biden he offered to Zelensky to leave Kiev, and you know, if he left at that moment, Putin should be there already, and it was the worst scenario. I will tell my friends to like and sub. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. So another things happening here in the United States, Donald Trump is always have a lot of ideas. Now he is fighting with Washington D.C. administration, like mayor or who we have where it's not the state, it's a federal territory. So the land is 10 miles on 10 miles square. It belongs to federal government. And they have self-ruling right, but it doesn't mean they can rule on this land. It's a little bit limited. And now Trump started to talk about security in Washington, D.C., and it's really not secure place. Washington, D.C. and Arlington. Arlington, it's already Virginia. And Arlington is way more safe place. So you just going through a bridge on another side of Potomac River, and you actually in different country. It's completely different. So now FBI deployed to DC, and Trump say to homeless people in DC to move out anywhere. So he's gonna clean the city. He says it's gonna be the best city in the United States. No, yes, of course, it's supposed to be like this, I guess, because it's it's the face of America. All foreign diplomats, tourists, everyone, they come to Washington, D.C. It's important place. And we're supposed to be a safe city. We're supposed to walk on the streets. We don't have to get scared about anything. So it's supposed to be nice and beautiful. This is correct. So we will see how it's gonna look. I have some vacation house in Washington D.C. area in Virginia. So I know the city, and for many years it wasn't like now. Before it was way better. We'll see how it's gonna be now. Let's make me have hard to breathe. I have bad anxiety attack like every day. Why, Joseph? That's cool how it's. Are you spiritual? You're smarter than me? Raul, no, I'm not spiritual, no. Of course not. Why are you asking? Do I look like spiritual? Pro gamer, October 11 and October 11 and 11 days. I'm going to serve from my country when I get older. You know, it was social research in Germany, and the social institution asked people if we're ready to go to military to defend their country against Russia. And it's only 23% of German population said yes. You see the situation. How it's Washington, D.C. Yeah, I have an old house from my parents in around Arlington in the forest. It's very nice place. It's like vacation home, I could say. Yeah. It's you know, it's only possible to live at summertime because wintertime in Virginia it's snow and it's cold, it's uncomfortable, and it's impossible to live at this house. So it's like a vacation house. So another thing, what people discussing with media, writing about it, talking about this is situation in Israel, in Gaza, and this plan of Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. He wants to occupy the Gaza. Today he said it's not occupation, it's liberation, and he's gonna bring freedom to Gaza. And maybe it has a sense. You know, I have been traveling in Gaza like 20 years ago, and I was very young, and it wasn't the wall yet. It was absolutely open. You could go from Israel to Gaza very easy, and it was not bad place. You know, compared to Cairo, for example, or our Arabic countries, it was very nice. It was a lot of restaurants, shops. It was tasty, and it was the same price like in Tel Aviv, which is not cheap. People have good cars. Life was popping, but it was before Hamas. After Hamas, all this started, and it's supposed to stop somehow. I don't know who is, you know, it's very, I have Muslim friends, and I have Israel friends, Jewish friends, and it's very difficult to talk about Gaza because the situation is really deep, and what's happening there, they know better what to do. I should say they know better. Of course, I feel very sorry for these people who is dying there, and the same I feel sorry for victims of October 7. And this is the war. There is no wars without victims, and we supposed to stop it somehow. Hi, pro gamer. Give me another like. Joseph say I look like I'm 20. No, I don't look like I'm 20. I look like I am, I guess. So, what else people talking about? Oh, you know, summertime, not many stuff happening. That's why it's... and it looks like everyone forgot about Epstein case. But the next part of Epstein case is coming soon. I'm sure it's gonna happen because vacation is over soon. At the end of August, our Congress is gonna run again, and we will see what's gonna happen. Well, there is a big wildfire. Wildfires this year, not here, not in Los Angeles. We had a huge wildfire at winter time, and it was horrible. You know, a lot of houses burned, and it was really tragedy. The city life was paralyzed. Nothing was happening. It was really, you know, scary. And nobody expected stuff like this. And now it's it's wildfires somewhere else in the United States and in Canada, or half Canada on fire. So very dry summer and very dry years, because before in California winter was rainy. I remember on my life, I'm here many years, like 10 years, it was always rainy at winter time, and maybe 3 years we don't have no rains at winter time, and we don't have rains at summer times either, because you know that's why it's fires. Joseph say, I hope I live to survive. Well, so of course you have to survive. We're all surviving here. It's our purpose of our life, of human life, to survive. You hope you live to serve your country. You can go to army or police and serve your country. I think it's, but it's inspiration, because now is time when really maybe war or something like this, and people supposed to think 10 times before make this decision to go serve their country, because it may be really tough, it may be really hard time. And not everyone's supposed to go to army to defend their country. Somebody is supposed to stay here and work to support militaries. It's also serving the country. Yeah, were you okay during the wildfire? I'm okay, yes. I live by the ocean. It wasn't firing here. So it was somewhere on the hills. I wish I see my mom. I can't help you with this. I don't know how to help with this. So, guys, it's already half an hour I'm talking with you, and it's really pleasant. Thank you very much for your support, for your likes, for your comments, and your questions. It's really, really pleasant. And I'm going to go sleep, because it's already early morning here. Thank you very much. And again, if you didn't subscribe now. Please support me, please. I just started my channel. I want to talk more, and I hope it's going to be successful. And of course, I need your support. And I'm going to tell you something interesting, and you're going to spend good time with me here. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.